on December 12th. Disney Plus invites you to go behind the scenes with Taylor Swift in an exclusive 6-episode docuseries.
I wanted to give something to the fans that they didn't expect.
The only thing left is to close the book.
The end of an era. And don't miss Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the final show, featuring for the first time the Tortured Poets Department. Streaming December 12th, only on Disney Plus.
Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings,
Why are you listening to this show?
the podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings! The crown is yours.
You guys think you're cute. Not so cute today.
Tried to catch it.
Not so cute this morning.
Should have waited a little longer. Just wait it out. Just see how long it takes them.
So the NFL Combine's going on right now. It's like, who cares, you know?
Oh, did you see Ruben Bain sucks?
Well, I told...
Small arms.
Yeah, just he's a bad
Short
football
arms.
player now.
Dude, hold on.
The photoshopping of his arms.
I saw that one. I was like, what?
That's so good.
Okay, good, because I saw a picture, and I'm like, there's no way that's real. So that there is a Photoshop one out there, right?
I shouldn't have said anything. I gave it away.
He's got, like, alligator arms. That's not real, right?
No, it's fake.
Because you can't draft that.
No, I love people just finding out right now that Ruben Bain doesn't have the prototypical size and has small arms. So this has been the book on him.
He's got T-Rex arms.
It's why he wasn't a 5-star. He is incredible against the run. He is a ferocious pass rusher. And there's still some mock drafts with dudes that play a similar position that have shorter arms than him.
Now is not the time for arms.
So I don't know if you saw, though, yesterday at the comp, teams that are really bad, their coaches should pay real attention at the combine, Those are teams that really need to know what's going on. Wouldn't you agree, Dave? If you're a coach,
Sound counsel.
if you're a right,
You should pay attention.
If you're a coach and your team sucks, you gotta pay attention to the combine.
Well, what it shows is that the combine is outmoded in a lot of ways. I mean, it is pretty obvious, beyond a tell at this point. The Jags and Rams don't attend. A lot of people have pulled back. A lot of teams have pulled back the number of people that they put out there. There are other methods to evaluate these guys that are better. And what you'll learn is obviously it's a face-to-face, press-to-flesh opportunity with your peers and the larger community of football people, along with meeting these prospects. But what matters ultimately is the tape, and football teams understand that. The tape is what matters.
Well, would you agree, though?
More than how fast they run the 3-cone drill.
Okay, but would you agree that if you're a coach of a bad team, and in this case, let's say the team is the Jets, and let's say the coach is Aaron Glenn, all right?
Oh, man. Y'all not going to do this to my guy, man.
I didn't do anything to him,
Y'all
all right?
doing this to my guy.
No one did
Viral
anything to him.
decontextualization.
How dare you show what he did?
Viral decontextualization.
How dare I show what he did on national television?
Coach Glenn, hit me up. I will take care
Maybe it
of
was
you.
just a long blink.
Wouldn't you assume if you're a coach of a bad team attending the NFL Combine, probably not the place or the time to fall asleep?
That's right. It's usually a cabinet meeting.
So you'll hear Rich Eisen, he's on the broadcast, for NFL Network, and he's talking about players here who are doing very, very fun stuff at the Combine. But Aaron Glenn, they show on camera, he would rather get in a schluff.
So Daniel Jeremiah's top 50 prospects as Aaron Glenn looks on for the Jets.
Not looking. Sleeping.
Fernando Mendoza, 1. Jeremiah Love, who we'll also see on Saturday here on NFL Network, the running back from Notre Dame, 2.
I mean, Dave, very quickly, someone was like, Coach, you're on screen. And he popped up, opened his eyes, started looking around to make sure that, hey, I'm awake.
It's
I'm here.
very funny in that cutaway and everything else, but Mike Ryan just said it all. I mean, if I'm a Jets fan, if I'm a New Yorker, am I supposed to get real worked up about this? There are other people who fall asleep and things that you might make a case are more important.
The combine is a great napping sport.
It seems like it's a good one.
It's like watching golf.
Also, if I'm a Jets fan, I'm already resigned to the fact that Aaron Glenn's probably around for one more season anyway, so I can't really work myself up all that much.
You ever been to a combine, any of you guys? You have, right?
Sure.
Do you watch every single minute?
What, coming at me about how raw I am about Aaron Glenn taking a nap?
People
I
go
just
to the
told you I
combine.
don't care that much.
People go to the combine to network. It's like summer league.
I just said, all right, what matters
I'm
more
not
is-
attacking you.
We're on your side.
We're
Get
on your
out of
side.
We're trying to. Hey, let us park our car in your garage.
Why
Let
you close
us.
this garage door?
Let us.
Oh, hey, yo. That's the sound of the garage going up. It's open now.
Come on in.
We're trying to defend you.
Okay, but I mean, that's not the question. Do you only watch the combine if you're there? The question is, do you only watch the combine? And if you're not only watching the combine, do you decide to fall asleep?
You don't decide to fall. He didn't decide to fall asleep. You don't know how hard he's been working. He's burning the candle on both ends here. Come on now. Oh my God, I snoozed while some dude ran. Oh my God. No, that's not the be-all, end-all of this whole exercise, number one. Number two, so they caught him. You know how many other guys were sleeping in that stadium? Probably the whole stadium. But it just happened to be on him when he caught his nap. Viral decontextualization. I will always be a champion defending the weak and the undertrodden about these viral decontextualized videos. Stop it. Stop it, America.
I'm more interested in just where the worst places to wake up are, because I would argue on live TV is pretty high up there in terms of the worst places to wake up.
I'll tell you what killed him. If he had just woke up and just let it up, but the fervent, like the feverish checking of...
How long was I out?
No, look, right here. Okay,
yeah.
So run it.
The stumble.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
And
Coach, you're on TV. Oh, no, I wasn't asleep.
No, wait, no, no.
I'm very alert.
Run the whole thing, because he looks around. He looks around. It's like, is the camera here? Is the camera there?
I'm very alert. I couldn't be more awake.
See that look to the right?
The worst place to wake up is on public transportation after you missed your stop.
Yeah. That's a bad one yet. I would argue waking up on the highway. Like you're driving to work in the morning and you're like,
Waking up like
worse.
Beatrix Kiddo did wouldn't be any good in Kill Bill 2. By the way, Football America movie episode coming at you in just an hour or two from now. Guests Amin and Zaz, and we do a Tarantino character draft among other important exercises.
Don't plug until you can make sure the guests are there.
You were there.
Okay.
We already did it, remember?
Just wanted to make sure.
I will tell the
Did you
audience.
fall asleep? Did you, Aaron Glenn, that show?
Maybe a little
Me
bit.
and Zaz were doing a lot of the talking.
I will tell the audience we recorded that show. We had a lot of fun with Quentin Tarantino. It was my favorite. We had a lot of fun with Quentin Tarantino movies. I mean, Rachel Nichols outed me. We had a lot of fun with that episode yesterday, and I highly recommend watching today's episode of Football America. I would love to do that again. Just talk about Quentin Tarantino movies. Are you kidding me?
I'd like to point out, once again, my man, blinked for a second, and everyone took that to be he fell asleep. But I'm going to tell you where the worst...
By his reaction, you could tell he was asleep by his...
Right.
Oh, I'm not asleep, I'm alert.
It's because someone yelled at him.
Why are you so invested in defending this behavior?
Two reasons. One, because
shot
I'm a
up.
champion for viral decontextualization dismantling.
Okay.
That's number one. But number two is because when I was in college, the semester I was like, I got to get my shit together. I'm going to, you know what? None of these late classes, going early morning classes. I had
Sucker.
Poli-sci, 7:30 a.m. I said, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be attentive, and I'm going to get good grades or whatever. And so the first couple of classes I would go, and I would kind of doze off sometimes. And then there was a class where I dozed off in the middle of class. And it's one of those, it's Poli-sci 101. So it's like 300 students, massive auditorium. I woke up, the entire auditorium was empty, save for 3 or 4 students at the front who were waiting to talk to the professor.
Man.
And I'm sitting in the middle. So basically, all around me, 360 were students getting up and collecting their things. 300 of them leaving. Did not stir. All I found was a pool of drool on my shoulder. And I never went back to that class again.
See, that's what I was just going to say. I never ran into problems like that because I didn't go to the classes in the first place.
Okay, is it
Abhishek
worse?
wins again.
Okay, so worst places to wake
On
up
the
after
highway.
dozing off. Excuse me. Is that worse? And we just saw Aaron Glenn do it at the Combine. To me, the classic, all right, Mike Francesa, Sports Pope, WFAN New York, on Yes Network. This has got to be like a dozen years ago, I would say. A dozen, maybe, about a dozen years ago. And here is for the audio audience, Mike Francesa. It's on TV. It's on Yes Network. He has Sweeney Murdy, who's a Yankees reporter, on the phone with him. And Mike is listening and very clearly falls asleep live on television.
the Yankees took care of them pretty good, if I remember, in the end of that season. There's a 3-game set, I think, at Fenway, another one at the Yankee Stadium, which they just kind of walked right through. But otherwise, these late season series,
look, see the shoulders getting weaker.
It's a very long page.
And it's just not the case finally for the first time in a long time.
Look, the page is very wide too.
Startled is part of this. The Yankees have been a little affected
You heard
by
something
that
interesting.
Pitchers lately.
Where am
They're
I?
going to face two of them in this series. So no matter what
They
the
said
rest
something.
of the team
The guys
looks
behind
like,
the glass.
producer, like,
if
where
these
am I?
pitchers hold the Yankees down, you could be looking at a game where they might lose 3-1 or 4-1.
All right, we're talking with Sweeney, obviously.
That is my all-time, obviously.
That is
my all-time favorite.
I don't like the word blue, but I do have at least one pal that I can think of who has he says he fell asleep in coitus, but then I've heard of the other way happening. Yeah, I don't think you ever come back.
She fell asleep?
No, yeah.
So they both fell asleep?
I happen to be. You may look at me and be surprised to hear this. I happen to be a vigorous lovemaker, so that would never happen to me.
Put that in the club.
But if that did happen to you, I don't know that you ever.
Didn't we decide earlier in the week that no one calls it making love?
Why?
That's not true.
You're right. I'm trying to bring it back or try to make it a thing now.
We said no one asks someone else to make love.
Oh, yeah, right.
But you can be, as Damashek says,
maker.
a vigorous lovemaker.
That's the time.
Thank you.
Everyone knows that's one of the two things everybody knows about you, vigorous lovemaker.
That I'm a world champion Connect 4 player. Yeah.
I see.
Where do you start in the middle?
Well,
where do you throw first one? In the middle? You go wide?
Yeah,
Where do you start?
Sure, yeah, you got to go, of course.
Down the middle?
Yeah, that's one of
I like
the
to go
cardinal
wide.
rules.
Start
Well,
Connect
that's a
4.
mistake, and you would lose very quickly.
I bet you put the X in the middle in tic-tac-toe also.
Yeah.
No, that's not the correct strategy. But either way, just so you know, should you and I ever find the occasion to play Connect 4, I only now play recreationally. I retired some years ago. There was nothing left for me to achieve in the sport that gave me a lot, and I felt that it was disrespectful for me to press on at something less than my best. No. I gave everything I had and more to the sport, and it did a lot for me. And I retire. I'll play it. I'll do exhibitions.
What did it do for you?
So, no, he's spoken like a true GOAT, because I know every time Michael Jordan plays basketball, he just says, "Oh yeah, I don't really do this anymore.
That's
so
right.
this is just for fun. I don't care if you beat me." That's not how GOATs speak. GOATs say, "I don't care if I'm in a wheelchair."
You know, Michael Jordan will still kill you, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's right.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're saying? Are you picking up what I'm laying down?
Fake modesty over here?
No, it's not. I just told you, you're not going to get 100% Dave, the world champion 3 times over, Connect 4 player. You're not going to get that version of Dave.
100% Dave.
I got plenty. I got plenty to defeat you with, though, and Chris Cody. I mean, obviously he's self-defeating. Doesn't take the middle in Connect 4.
It is time to talk to you kind folks about one of our best partners, one of our longest tenured partners, Miller Lite. You know, we've been with Miller Lite for about half of their illustrious existence, and I couldn't be more grateful.
We often ask you to support those who support us.
So the other day, I was fully in stay-at-home mode, had the left turns on, relaxing on the couch, long day, sweatpants, remote in hand, already planning which sporting event I was gonna flip to next. Then a friend texted me, nothing big, "Hey, why don't we just have a small hang?" And I said, "Come on over, pal. I got the Miller Lights on deck." I put out a bucket filled with ice cold, beautiful white cans of Miller Lite, and we had ourselves a Sunday. Next thing you know, the race is tight. Everybody's yelling at the TV. We're toasting our beers, and we look at each other, we take a sip, and we know that we made the right call. Cheers to legendary moments with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
DraftKings Sportsbook puts you in the middle of basketball's biggest star-driven moments. Bet player props, bet live, and when a game turns fast, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player gets injured anytime in the first half, your bet stays alive. And once it settles, you still get paid in cash. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DAN. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's with code DAN. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Spring break isn't what it used to be. It's better. This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Visit bestwestern.com for complete terms and conditions.
Don Batard. Witty, we have a photo right here. If you can see in this photo with my daughter there, I'm pointing exactly to the point on the Stanley Cup where it says, "You suck ass." Stugotz. Wow. Right there.
They engraved it.
Really?
They got that engraved in
Yeah,
the
they got it
trophy?
engraved right there. It says, "Chris Whittingham sucks ass."
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Let's play another game, though. I'm a man of peace, and that said, I feel like we should bring two of the fellas behind the glass closer together by creating a division between them.
Oh,
it's
I want
called
in on this.
TNT. I wanted to do Mr. Lister, trade back and forth. You say one, then the other says one, and you trade back and forth until one of you runs out. I tried to do that with Tony and Chris Cody yesterday. Unfortunately, before it could get untracked, Chris Cody shouted Lions repeatedly.
Yeah, I kind of screwed that
and
up.
ruined it. So you're now out forever. Instead, Tony's new ongoing foe. Yes, Mike Ryan.
You're going to pit people against one another?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah. It's been a good week.
Here we go. TNT, first event, a never-ending decathlon. Or is it TVT? It's Tony Vitache.
Wow.
In one corner, it's a tall Cuban fella wearing a throwback Raiders jersey that says nothing about where they play because it doesn't make a difference. They're the Raiders forever. In the other corner, it's a smaller Semitic fella wearing a shirt that looks like it came off of an ottoman. It's Jeremy Taché.
Whoa.
All right.
You can say it.
And I will stand
Also,
in the
are
middle
you
to represent the political spectrum.
That's right.
You're
yeah,
not closer to me than you are to him.
You'd be surprised.
Can we get like some?
We got to get on that Cuban thing.
Can we get some like music?
Hey, I'm Cuban too.
That pits these guys against each other.
I'd like that. Can we get some music?
Can we find pitting music?
Yeah,
music that portrays
I'm gonna kick his ass, by the
like
way.
a battle. You know,
You don't even know what the category
Doesn't
is.
matter.
How do you know you're going to kick his
Doesn't
ass?
matter.
I just hope we both have fun.
I think this. I was meditating on what category, and I think this suits you both. And since I like to talk about football on Football America, that makes a sense to start there. Everybody knows about football. Here we go. Historical. Lot of names on this one. Super Bowl losing starting quarterbacks. Tony, since you vanquished Cody with a plum yesterday, you go first.
Super Bowl losing starting quarterbacks.
That's what I said. Let's not do the nonsense of
I'm gonna
vamping
start with Drake
around
May.
and repeating the question.
Drake
Drake May is a...
Everyone knows that trick. You say it again, it gives you more time to think.
That's right.
Can't trick
I said the most recent one.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady has lost more than one Super Bowl. In fact, a backup QB in one instance. Tony, you're up.
Let's go with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G lost a Super Bowl.
Patrick
really could have
Mahomes.
won it. Patrick Mahomes has lost one.
Let's go to Joe Burrow.
I like the let's go.
Jared Goff.
Okay.
Let's go to Peyton Manning.
Kurt Warner.
Let's go to.
Couldn't beat that Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go to Dan Marino.
Any boy.
Kurt Warner.
He said it. He said it.
just
already.
said
He
it.
already.
Okay.
What do we say? What do we say?
I know Kurt Warner lost
It
too.
popped into my head. I
Game
have
over.
You
another.
cannot go
I have
Kurt
another.
Warner
done.
twice.
No, you're right.
Can I go
can't.
double up?
I can't. No. I can't.
Can
do
I go
that.
double up?
I have
Thank you.
another-
Matt Ryan.
Oh, you
I think
lost.
Tony won.
Oh.
You want to
lost.
keep going, Tony?
Yeah.
Just
Matt
gild the
Ryan.
lily
Rex
a little bit?
Grossman.
See
Yeah,
how
Matt-
far you can get?
Matt
Just
Ryan.
said it, and then it
That's a
started
win.
kicking
Right.
around my head.
Can we go Cam Newton?
Ethan, say Kurt
You
Warner.
can go
Can we go
Kurt Warner.
in order. Len Dawson, Daryl LaMonica.
In order. Wow.
Earl Moore.
So you wanted to make this your show? Okay.
I thought it would be fun
Kurt
to show
Warner.
off a little
I
bit.
called
right
Jeremy
at the end.
Ethan,
I'll stop though. If
Can I
that's
take
beneath
Colin
you
Kaepernick?
if it's beneath you to show
would.
off my wares, then I'll
Gannon.
lay out.
Can you take him?
Nobody noticed.
Would you?
I did.
No, REM.
Excellent battle there,
too
Tony.
Not that
Kelly.
good. Taché.
I told you I was going to kick his ass.
popped in my head.
I told you I was going to kick his ass.
It's like, it's like when you're trying to say something else and then somebody says
You
something in your ear and you're
gotta
trying
pay
to type
attention.
and then all
Someone
of a
should
sudden
have
you
said
realize
Rams, Kurt Warner,
It's like we're
Neil
having a
O'Donnell,
conversation
Ben
and then-
Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
is
he
a
lost,
fine name.
He lost Aaron Rodgers.
Lost Aaron.
Oh, he
Donovan
did.
McNabb.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you remember that?
Dan
I
Humphries.
didn't see that game.
You remember about
Jake Delhomme.
Jordy Nelson? You know about that Jordy Nelson?
I know it all. There's that Super Bowl history.
My gimmick.
What's that?
James Jones? You know about that James Jones?
That's my gimmick too.
James Starks? That was a bad team.
Not great. Yeah, Rashad
So I kicked his
Mendenhall
ass. What do you-
fumbled at the
I'm
first
so
play
mad
of the
at
fourth
myself.
quarter, or else Roethlisberger has 3 Lombardis in the span of 6 seasons, and then it, whether you like it or not, is in the conversation for the best Super Bowl era quarterback. Doesn't get it, but if he has 3 rings in his first 6 seasons, the
Dave
train is
Damashek,
rolling now.
I'll keep going. Russell Wilson.
Rashard Mendenhall.
I love it. I
the
love that you
television
can keep
executive.
going.
Matt Hasselbeck.
I'd like you to go with.
You know when you're typing,
the best quarter. How
and
about
someone
Roger
says something
Staubach?
out loud
How
and you
about
just
go
type
there?
that? That's what happened to me with Kurt Warner. It just happened in my brain, and I said it out loud. I was thinking about Rex Grossman.
Just wear the laws.
Kilmer,
Accept the results.
Greasy. Yeah, I mean,
will
like
never.
Tarkenton.
Val Kilmer. You didn't let me keep going.
Because you lost. That's it.
All right, everybody
Ass
settle
kicked.
down.
Don't worry,
Everybody,
we'll play again in November.
everybody settle down.
Okay.
So you know how sometimes pro sports teams they'll do promotions. At an upcoming game, they'll partner with maybe a local establishment or something. And they'll have a certain promotional night. Well, the Atlanta Hawks. You know about them Hawks? I
know all about them Hawks.
The Atlanta
Used to work
Hawks
there.
coming up. Did you really?
I worked for the Hawks. It was my first job in the NBA.
Okay. All right. The Atlanta Hawks coming up on March 16th against the Orlando Magic. They have a promotional night where they are partnering with a very fine local establishment. All right. This local establishment is called Magic City.
Yes.
Now, I don't know, Dave Damashek. Are you aware of Magic City?
Yeah.
He answered it immediately.
Heard they have good wings.
Magic City,
Blue
you may
wings.
remember, very famous. It's a very famous.
I'd say the most famous in these United States.
Whoa.
Yeah, is that true?
Scarlets would like a word.
No, it's more famous than Scarlet's by a mile. All right. It's a
good
Would you say it's the most famous Magic City?
Montreal and Toronto may be more
Montreal,
famous in North
incredible
America.
strip clubs.
Spearmint
in Montreal.
Rhino.
We're not talking about the city. We're talking about the one establishment. This is the most famous.
As a one, right? Probably.
Chris is very eager to play this
Spearmint
game.
Rhino in Vegas
That's
is
a
strong.
good one. That's a good.
Thank
that's a
you.
strong name.
Now, was Magic City very famously the strip club in Atlanta where all the players got in trouble and it was like Patrick Ewing back in
Gold
the-
Club.
That was Gold Club.
Been there too.
Okay, so it was not Magic City. Nonetheless, Tampa, you know about Tampa's clubs? Come on now. You know about Mons?
Mons
I'm aware.
Venus.
I'm
You know about
aware.
right across the street, Space Odyssey? Come on. You ever been on a spaceship?
Does 11 count? Does 11 count? 11's
It's
on
in the
board?
conversation.
I'm not going to let it count.
Nah,
Yeah,
11's
me
a
neither.
club that has strippers.
Yeah, I
think,
agree.
right?
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's not a strip club.
Dancers.
Magic City, very famously, is a strip club in Atlanta, which also is very well known, as you may remember from back in the bubble in 2020 in the NBA playoffs, where Lou Williams, he had an excused absence. I think he went to like a family event.
I think it was a funeral.
May have been
if
a
I'm not
funeral.
mistaken.
And he got in trouble because during this excused time off, he went to Magic City for what he claims was just to order the lemon pepper wings.
So so I'd like to defend him right here because it's not what he claims. Their wings are world renowned. When I was in college, we used to go literally just for the food. Like, I'm hungry. What do you want? Let's get the wings from Magic. And yeah, you look at what's happening. But once you get your order and you leave.
Yeah, the wings are tiny.
So
I've heard.
Lemon pepper wings is an overrated flavor.
Oh my God, this caught me again.
To America.
whoa,
Hey, white guys,
What
hold
are
on.
you doing? Hold on. Didn't he mix lemon pepper with barbecue?
Did he?
Lemon pepper is
Oh, no,
good to
they
mix.
created a flavor.
Just solely lemon
Created
pepper.
for him.
Since then, they
Lemon
created a
pepper
flavor.
Lemon
with
pepper is the
barbecue.
best flavor of wings in the planet.
That's silly.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if I can
that's
get back
wild.
to, before we circle back to Magic City and how amazing it is, clearly,
Yeah.
the Atlanta Hawks have partnered for a promotional night with Magic City on March 16th against the Orlando Magic. It's Magic City Monday.
That's a halftime show
where
I
they
can
are
get behind.
also giving away, the video audience can see the promotional graphic here, where they are giving away a hooded sweatshirt with Magic City spread across the front and the Atlanta Hawks logo on the side.
And they got the wings in the background. Guys,
And you got the wings right
So
behind.
they're giving out wings?
Oh,
Is what
okay,
I'm to
so
take
let me
away
read.
from this?
Let me
you
read the
can get-
promotional material here.
You can get, yeah, there you go.
Okay? The promotional material that comes with it. Hawks fans are in for a feast. The Magic City Kitchen will be serving its world-famous lemon pepper wings. Naturally, the menu will include Lou Will lemon pepper barbecue, a nod to NBA player Lou Williams, who famously stopped by the joint to pick up some chicken, or so he says, while on approved
the
leave
promo?
from the NBA bubble.
It says, or so he says.
It's part of the, yeah, it says that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to, this is my camera right here, right? Okay, Atlanta, the Hawks organization. I work for you guys. I got my start in the NBA working for your organization. Had a wonderful time, got my foot in the door, and it was a memorable time. When I say I need that hoodie, right here, and I will wear it on the Dan Levitard show, right here, millions of listeners will see me wearing that hoodie. Promo department, marketing partnerships, whatever you need. If you need me to come to Atlanta and support and do anything, I will do whatever it takes. Just give me the hoodie, please.
I'd like one too.
I mean, didn't you almost get killed by Rick Mahorn?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So
In Atlanta, right?
At a game. It was at a game.
Like when he was on the Pistons broadcast.
No. He was an assistant coach with the Hawks.
Oh.
Yeah. So Rick Mahorn is the first NBA person I ever knew in my life. Because I was walking in, it was my first day, I'm carrying boxes, and Rick Mahorn comes in, it's a game day, and he knocks the boxes everywhere.
Why do you do that?
And I'm like, what the hell? And he
How old are you?
probably like 19 or 20, something like that. Yeah, he starts laughing. I'm like, what a jerk. And then he would just mess with me. But after a while, I figured out, oh, wait, he's doing a thing. And so we became pretty good buddies. And so the end of the season, I think the Fan Appreciation Day, they have the guys sign autographs. But because Rick Mahorn, the Hawks were awful. Rick Mahorn is legitimately one of the biggest names in the organization.
That's so bad.
So as an assistant coach, he's signing autographs, right? And they got the tables, and the fans are lined up down the concourse, down the stairs. So my job is kind of like crowd control. Just stand behind them, make sure people get one autograph and keep it moving. And we just played the Cavs. Paul Silas is the head coach. Paul Silas is a big dude, right? So Paul Silas walks up behind Mahorn and he goes, shh, to me. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I'm like, is he going to scare him, whatever? And he smacks the ever-loving bejesus out of the back of Rick Mahorn's head. I'm talking about. Like, the sound reverberated around the cavernous Phillips Center at the time, now State Farm Arena. And Mahorn turned around, and I've never seen him with that kind of rage in his eyes. And I realized he thinks that I did that.
Why would he think that you did
That's
that?
what I wanted to know. Why would I do that? And then he looks and he sees Paul Silas, and instantly all the rage drains out, and he starts laughing. And they hug and everything.
Why would that be funny no matter who did it?
Here's my favorite part.
Going forward, don't hit me and they expect me to laugh about it. Don't strike me.
I said to him, oh, wait a second, you were about to kill me when you thought it was me. Well, it's Paul Silas, it's a big joke. And he says, Paul Silas is a bad dude. And I was like, you know what? All right.
Just love the idea that for a moment Rick Mahorn thought randomly the kid
Yeah.
who I haze decided to finally
fight back.
To finally out of nowhere smack me.
I like
in
that
the
Rick
back of my
Mahorn,
head.
who's one of the great bullies in sports history, understood, and it's a great message to everybody who isn't as tough as Rick Mahorn is. Like, know your limits.
There's a level beyond me.
I can destroy. Paul Silas, it's in doubt.
Didn't Paul Silas stuff somebody in his locker?
Tyrus Thomas.
He was a big boy, too.
Yeah, although I hear conflicting reports about how that went down. But yes, Paul Silas is a bad dude.
America leads the world in medicine development. It matters. We get new medicines first, nearly 3 years faster. 5 million Americans go to work because we make medicines here at home. And not relying on other countries keeps us safe. But China is racing to overtake us. Will we let them, or will we choose to stay ahead? When America leads, America cures. Let's tell Washington to keep us in the lead.
Learn how at americacures.com. Paid for by Pharma.
Dan Levitard.
You getting started on the breakfast flan?
Oh, man, I've been singing the song to myself all morning long. Breakfast flan.
Stugotz.
Have you never heard the breakfast flan
No,
song?
hit me with it.
Okay. I wish I had some breakfast flan. Breakfast flan. Where can I find a breakfast like that?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Have you ever heard of a professional sports team? We're not talking minor league team. A professional sports team partnering with a local strip club for a theme night at a game.
No, but Magic City is more than it's an institution.
It's still a strip club.
Yes, but it's an institution, and there's a level of there's Dave at Magic City waiting on his wings.
That's right, and they're not lemon pepper.
You want to rank wing flavors?
I don't want to rank. I just made a statement that I'm going to let sit there.
What's the REM of wing flavors?
I like what they're doing. They're doing a lot of great work these days with the Carolina mustard barbecue. No. You know, they've now it's. What do you mean no?
What is it, tangy? Just a mouthful of tang?
Mustard.
Can have some spice to it. Yeah, the nice mustard. Yeah, the yellow mustard barbecue that's popular on Carolina.
So very obscure
barbecue.
flavor is your number one.
That's obscure.
Yeah, it's absolutely
regional flavor. In defense of Dave, I did ask for the REM of wing flavors.
Yes, yeah.
You think lemon pepper is more universally?
I've never seen mustard as an option for a wing
can I
flavor.
get Carolina mustard, please?
You know how basic buffalo
I
here.
disagree. I mean, if you go with you can get cute again, and you can go hipster if you want. What are the core options?
Hot garlic.
Hot.
There's traditional
buffalo, just hot
buffalo wing. Mm-hmm. Then there's usually a spicy barbecue. More and more they're doing like a teriyaki for the people that don't like it hot. Lemon pepper is not ubiquitous.
I think lemon pepper is like a core.
Very common.
You heard lemon pepper freestyle by
lemon pepper, garlic parm.
Lemon pepper is definitely in the rotation.
Prominent than even garlic parm, which is pretty prominent. I think lemon pepper is like right there trying to overtake teriyaki. Probably has.
I agree. Lemon pepper has made a big push over the last decade or so.
Listen.
You know what hasn't made a push?
Wake up, old man.
You know what hasn't made a push? Carolina barbecue mustard, whatever.
Are you crazy?
No push.
So, I mean, you guys just keep assuming that because you float it out there that the rest of society is going to pick up on it and make it so.
Juju, put it on the poll.
Amin said it into a microphone, and so therefore it must be so.
Amin doesn't have to say it. Everybody knows it.
Juju, put it on the poll. What's bigger, lemon pepper or Carolina barbecue mustard, whatever the hell Dave was
I would
talking
like to
about.
try it, but no one's on your side.
You've never had Carolina Gold. Roy knows what I'm talking about. What would be the correct turn of phrase? I'm not really making much of a case when I can't even say what its proper name is.
I've had it on ribs.
Yeah, I mean, it works for pork as well, but
yeah,
I wouldn't pick that personally.
Yep, you're on your own. Your garage
and
is
Roy
empty.
knows a wing
and barbecue.
You think I don't know wings? I was in
the BW3
before.
You about to give us Bonafides?
Before it was Buffalo Wild Wings, it was BW3, and it was a regional wing place.
Come on, man.
All through it, right, at Midwestern schools. I think there were 6 in total. Yes.
Lot of fireworks today. By the way, Dave, this microphone's Dan's inner monologue. You don't have to
throw to
address me. Just let it sit. But everybody's fighting, and that's great.
I went to BW3's Bloomington branch.
Ooh, Saz doesn't eat wings because it gets his hands dirty. Attack him.
And it was Monday. I don't care. They would have a Monday night wing eating contest, and the standard was
he eats like a 4-year-old.
Can you eat 50 wings in 15 minutes? And I used almost every second in that first round.
Really?
But I survived. Yeah, to eat 50 in 15.
15 wings?
5-0 in 15 minutes.
5-0. Okay.
It took me, in fact, 14 minutes and 35 to complete the feat.
That's impressive.
3 weeks later, I was on to the second round. This time, 70 wings in 20 minutes. I bested my time on the 50 wings. I did better on the 70 because I'm clutch and also because there was no drug testing.
Flats or drums?
I'll go either one. I'm.
You one of those guys you put the whole thing in and just pull the bone out?
Can you do like the trick?
I know how to. What you do is you take it from the top, the double wing, the double
You break
bone,
it.
and you push it down. You just push it down.
Turn it into like a
Right. Yeah. Little popper.
Yeah.
70 wings in 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Did the 70 faster than I did the 50 because, like I say, no drug testing. Then on to the regional finals. however many wings you can eat in 30 minutes. I got my original batch of 50, ate a couple, gave the rest to my friends, and left a champion.
We've criticized you a lot this week. That's genuinely impressive.
Walked out like a...
Good stuff.
I knew I wasn't going to win.
You had nothing to prove. You said, guys...
I mean, I knew what my limits were. Like Rick Mahorn, I turned around and saw the competition and said... I have no shot
Zaz
here.
barely understands the conversation because he has no point of reference because he doesn't eat
I'm
wings
with
or
you.
ribs.
I don't like. You know what? I've gotten the same thing in old age, Zaz. I don't like that. Like Lady Macbeth can't wash the blood off her hands. I can't wash the smell of wings off my fingers.
It's a
it
great
makes me
smell.
crazy.
It's gotten you that way in old age. At any age, he's never liked wings. He's never given it a chance because it's too dirty.
Just living my life, dog. Whatever.
Why don't you fork and knife it?
Yeah.
A wing? A wing? What's crazy is not eating wings because it gets your hands dirty. You can fork and knife it.
Whatever. There's so many other great foods. It's not that big a. I don't care. It's not a big deal.
What
to
do you
me.
order at Hooters?
Well, I can't tell you the last time I went to Hooters.
I think it was with me after a Pearl Jam show in Tampa.
Oh,
we went to
really?
see the NBA Finals,
I don't
Celtics
even-
Lakers.
I don't even remember that. I remember the
that
Pearl
was
Jam
after
show.
you made me a sandwich for the car ride, which was very sweet.
All right. You know, I'm going to defend myself.
No
now.
need to defend
It was
that.
super
You're
sweet.
a nice person.
He made me a Sammy for the long road trip.
What kind of sandwich was it?
Tuna.
Ooh.
Do you remember?
No way.
All right.
Whoa.
You cannot-
No,
take it
that's
back.
not true.
That is
That's not true. That's
Rather have
diabolical.
lemon
car?
pepper.
Okay, here's what happened.
I think it
all
was
right?
toasted.
Here's what happened.
I would have thrown it out the window.
Because it wasn't just like, oh, Zaslow made sandwiches for the car ride.
Oh, you had
all
extra
right?
tuna. You had extra tuna, I know.
That's not what happened. And Mike likes to frame it like, or Mike leaves it completely ambiguous, so people frame it, oh, we invited Zaslow for the road trip. He's going to bring sandwiches for the car. No, that's not the way it went down. I invited Mike Ryan. This is like 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. I invited Mike Ryan to come see Pearl Jam with me in Tampa, which, by the way, how about those seats?
Great seats. Kings of Leon
Second
open.
row. Second row on the floor, all right?
This is when Kings of Leon were starting to percolate.
Yep, Kings of Leon open for them. Great show. And we're going to Tampa to go see Pearl Jam. But I told Mike Ryan, I'm like, look, tickets are on me, of course, but you'll drive. Okay, and he said fine. And so he came to my house to pick me up, and he was like a few minutes early. And as a result of him being a few minutes early, I was still making myself lunch. I was making myself a tuna sandwich.
Sounds like he's going to bring sandwiches.
That I was going to sit down at my kitchen table and eat by myself. But since he was early, I'm going to have to bring the sandwich in the car now. Oh, but that's rude if I only have a sandwich for myself.
It really wasn't.
Right.
So I made him a tuna sandwich as well.
Weird.
And I got into the car with a sandwich for me and a sandwich for my friend. And the way the story was told is that we had a great time and Zaslow made tuna sandwiches.
It sounds like you described that exact thing.
Yeah.
How's your tuna? Is it
don't know.
McConaughey level?
I don't, it's fine.
I remember it was toasted.
I don't remember that part.
I honestly don't even remember driving. That part kind of threw me.
I've got
the
Zach
windows
just
down at least?
scooping it onto the bread, and that's it. Here's your tuna sandwich. I can't see you actually.
I think
making
my
a good
initial
tuna
reaction
sandwich.
was like, you really don't have to do that. But it was a very kind
Yeah, but I already
gesture.
did. We were in the car. So
I
it's
know
like-
you know Mike Ryan better than I do. Are you what I'm clearly picking up, Zaz, is that you think Mike Ryan's words are betrayed by his tone?
Maybe.
You think
What he implies.
actually somehow you're a sucker for giving him a
understand.
So, like, people that make sandwiches for car rides are suckers?
You're
It's
very
cool to
sensitive
make
about
sandwiches.
this because I said that Zaz made me a sandwich and it was a very nice thing to
I
do
know
for
I'm
a car
picking
ride.
up a mocking tone, Zaz. I'm starting to turn
It's a
the
very
tone.
nice thing.
He wants to make it sound like if we bring Zaslow places, he'll make sandwiches for the entire
Well, I
car.
guess the real test is now I'm going to inform what you do in the future, but if roles were reversed or in an upcoming show, is Mike Ryan going to bring a sandwich for Zaz?
No,
that's you're right, Zaz.
Because it's
you're
peculiar.
right.
If you're known as a sandwich maker, though, that's a positive, Zaz. Like, if I have a bunch of friends and
but
I know
I'm not
this
a
guy's going to
sandwich
make
maker.
No, Mike Ryan just said it, though. He's like, that's beneath me.
No,
I wouldn't do that
I
for
did not say
Zaslow.
that. That's not
You
what
just
peculiar
said
means.
that.
That's not what peculiar means. I said it's
You just said you
peculiar.
wouldn't do it.
No.
Honestly, the only part that's peculiar is the tuna part.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In a car?
That's evil. That's
I get
evil.
it. You didn't plan to do it in the car.
Yeah, this was not planned.
I mean,
A nice little turkey and cheese with a little mayo, like that. We're talking all day.
I don't like when
it's a kid's lunch.
I don't like when people make sandwiches for the gang and they put mayonnaise on all of them. Let's not be presumptuous.
He cut it in half.
That. Don't do
no.
Cut it in
diagonal?
half.
Oh
no.
He cut it diagonal, which is
I think it was a roll. My guess is it was a roll. I think I was making it on like a Kaiser.
He's like, you want the crust?
Attaboy.
I, for one, think it's a
You can
nice
toast the
thing.
Kaiser.
Of course.
I think it's really a nice thing to do, even if Mike Ryan wants to mock
I know it's a nice thing to do.
He said, but what I don't like is that he's having his cake and eating it too, Mike Ryan, which that cliche should really be changed to he wants to have his cake and some pie, because that's really gluttonous.
Cake,
you know, like
pie,
if you give me a cake, I'm going to eat it. And if you attack me for like, I gave him a cake and he ate it. What a slob. Like, yeah, that's what's going to go on.
It's a very eccentric room that we have over there on that side of the
I
glass.
think it's
one-
outrageous. I think it's outrageous that you stand here and look a literal gift horse in the mouth and say tuna toasted.
I'm
No
a gift
thanks.
horse.
Peculiar. That's your response. Peculiar. Not thank you, sir.
It was thank you. It was a nice gesture, and I ate the sandwich.
And then I took a picture of it and put it in the group chat.
And now for dessert, you're trying to serve him some humble pie, or I don't know what you're trying to give him. You're trying to turn him into a punchline.
I BBM'd
for being
Hawk,
a good person.
And I was like, hey, look at this.
BBM'd. Yeah, here's the kicker. We had a great time, okay? We had a great time. I took him to Pearl Jam. I made him a sandwich on our car ride there. I think we probably split the hotel. I can't imagine that I paid for that whole thing, but we had a great time.
It was.
And when we
shared a
get
room?
back,
Yeah,
we're kids back then. You don't have your own room.
Okay.
We worked in radio.
Yeah,
Dave.
20 years ago. Okay.
We didn't have any
16
money.
years ago.
Okay.
What are you talking
It
about?
was one bed.
Right now,
My PD kept stealing my invoices.
current Dave does not share a hotel room with anybody.
No, of course
outside
not.
Of a
Of course
lover.
not.
We were in our
because of all
early
the years that
20s.
you had to crash on someone else's rug.
We were so young and poor.
Okay, I forgot what period of time.
You
this
forget
happened.
radio?
We had a great time, and I figured, you know what my thank you will be? Maybe the next day on the very popular Dan Le Batard show with Stugotz. Maybe they'll have a conversation about that nice Jewish boy, Jonathan Zaslow, who took our producer Mike Ryan to a Pearl Jam show. And not just that, they had second row on the floor.
I didn't know where you were going.
Okay? What a great time.
They had
What a great time.
Pour
and
on the floor.
instead, I turn on the radio, and the conversation is how when you take a car ride with Zaslow, he makes tuna sandwiches for everyone.
Turned you into some kind of an ass.
Well, that's because I BBM'd Hawk a photo of the sandwich. And he's like, this is strange. I'm like, yeah, a bit peculiar.
You gave him a nice pat on the back, and what did he say? He accused you of putting a knife into his back. It's outrageous.
I will say, though, like, I like Pearl Jam because of Zaz. I wasn't a Pearl Jam guy. He knew that, but he knew I'd be a good hang for a concert. He introduced me to Pearl Jam and Kings of Leon, who I wasn't up on at the time. I'm grateful for that.
Kings of Leon, is that?
Yes, actually. Yeah, that's the one.
And I'm gonna build somebody.
They sound just like that.